Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. This is Schoolboy here with another live. And this morning I was gonna come to y'all with a live talking about something, just a joking story time, and then something hit me and I was just like, I've been watching this situation for, well, I guess it'll be a whole week. It was officially a whole week this weekend. And I commented a lot on my Instagram about what I felt by Monique's I'll say actions, and how she carried the situation out. And I just want to give y'all my thorough, honest opinion. Um, no cap, no cut, no extra of, me being scared to say what needs to be said, not scared to just kind of look at it on a all full circle schedule, or circumference or idea. And I really feel that Monique missed the mark with this one. Um, and I don't even know that I could really honestly be a fan of your work and just how you handled this, because it was not professional at all. And it makes me feel as though not all of this is always everybody else's fault, that we have to sometimes take accountability for how we act and what we do and how we lash out. But before I go ahead and give my opinion on this whole situation and all these different factors and people that have played a part in it, if y'all like to see some more of me, y'all can always follow me on my social media scrolling at the bottom of the screen. You can like, comment, and subscribe and push me through the algorithm. You can always look out for videos that I will do. I will try to be on here a little bit more often than usual. I know lately, I took a long, much needed break. Now I'm back, and I will try to at least give y'all a video once a week. But if you want to always keep tabs on me or the things that I'm thinking or what we're talking about on socials, go ahead and follow me on Twitter. Go ahead and follow me on IG. Now today, again, I wanted to get into this because I started following all of these different lives, and people were doing, different creators were doing a lot of different lives on it, and they were and there was a lot of opinions on this broad spectrum of what was going on between DL Hugley and Monique. You have a lot of people that are still team Monique. You have a lot of people that are team DL. And I'm going to tell you, Schoolboy is going to be team Schoolboy. Period, point blank, the end. I am not on anybody's side. I'm not going to choose a side, Monique, because you tell me that I should choose a side in this. And I should make sure that, right is right and wrong is wrong. I agree with I'm with a person when they right, but I'm not with you when you're wrong. And I'm going to say this whole situation was handled very bad. Very, very bad. And upon a moment when I wake up from taking a nap or wake up in the morning and see 50 Cent making sense of the whole situation and acting like he got some damn sense, we know we have automatically hit rock bottom somewhere in here when 50 Cent is trying to calm the waters and tell Monique, like, you're doing too much. I hope that some peace gets brought to this. I watched Monique talk about the dog. I watched Monique talk about how this man is down low and attack his sexuality. I sat here and watched her pull in Steve Harvey, who said he don't give a rat's butt about what you think about him, Monique. He don't care. And I don't blame him, because his bank account versus your bank account, his jobs versus your jobs right about now, he's winning. So I can see why he wouldn't really care at this point. Neither one of y'all are really in the same tax bracket. I'm just going, and that's it. It's not trying to shade you, but my mind, this is where you at after everything that has gone on with your career. Kind of like the fact that you got upset with Vivica Fox and what she said about the situation. I think we've had Lunel, Ricky Smiley comment on this. Everybody has commented on this, but yet the promoter that put this show together has yet to be the person that is called to the carpet. And I find this perplexing to me that everybody, your main focus has been DL Hugley, but you have never brought up the promoter. What happened to the promoter? You never mentioned how the promoter played both sides of the coin, and you, ma'am, your husband, in which I did Google the name of the business on the contract, and it does link it back to you and your husband, y'all's LLC. The thing that DL Hugley pointed out, nobody brought up the promoter. And that's what's, I think that's the most crazy thing about this whole situation, is that you have not said anything about the promoter that created this. Monique, this ain't it. If you wanted to get back into Hollywood and make change, this was not the way to go about making change. This is not the way that you go about doing that. Ma'am, this is not it at all. I don't know what's going on in your mind, but you got a lot of regressed anger. And you taking that anger and you misplacing it. But the moment that you brought this man's daughter and mentioned the things that have happened to her, you was out of pocket right there. There, you done lost me. Monique, I'm sorry. You have lost me on that one. And that was the most disrespectful. And you got to realize like this. You didn't like it when Oprah did that to you with your family. Remember when Oprah brought your family on TV and brought up your family, brought up things about you and talked about you and weaponized your pain for a check? How dare you weaponize his daughter's pain? That wasn't right. All because you're mad at him. You're mad at him about a deal he didn't broker. He brokered his own deal. Your husband brokered that deal. And clearly, you need to fire him because the fool don't know what he's doing. That's period, point blank, the end. I don't know what it's going to take for you. You're trying to get back into the good graces of Hollywood, and you're cutting your nose off to spite your face. And I don't understand, what is it that you want from Hollywood? I've asked this even on my IG live. What is it that you want from Hollywood to do for you? What is it that you're wanting the general public to do for you? Because I'm going to tell you, as a Black woman, I was thoroughly embarrassed that you took something, a pain that happened to that young lady, and weaponized it for your mess against her father. That was out of pocket. How dare you? Because you did not like when Oprah did it to you and used your family as the pawn, and in your eyes weaponized your pain. This man did talk about it. Yeah, he talked about it, and he apologized to his daughter publicly because he knew he failed. He knew he didn't protect his daughter like he should. But for you to get the audacity to throw that in that man's face over a situation, over a contract, I am confused on what you want, Monique. I am confused on what you need from Hollywood. I am confused on what you need from the Black Hollywood. I am confused on what you need from the Black community. Because one thing I'm not going to support is, I'm not going to support no mess like that. I'm sorry. I'm not going to support you weaponizing that woman's pain over some beef and some mess. Because I know what that young lady felt probably in that moment when you did that to her. I know what it's like when somebody weaponizes your pain for a coin for them, or to prove a point for them that really don't correlate with nothing. Because that ain't even got nothing to do with the beef that you have with her father. The beef that you have with her father is over a contract, and really an issue that you have with the promoter. If we want to keep it $150, your issue should be with the promoter. Your issue should be with the person that helped broker your deal, which is your husband. But see, the fact that what I don't respect about your husband is that, and just the same thing that I didn't respect about Jada Pinkett Smith, y'all see y'all mates making an absolute fool of themselves, and you don't grab them and say, baby, this ain't it. Nah, boo, this ain't it. Don't do that. Don't do that. We can go about this another way, babe. We can talk about this in a different way, babe. We can handle this in a different way, babe. There's no way in hell that I'm going to say that I love my wife and I'm going to let my wife sit up here and talk about another man's child and her pain and what she went through to justify you showing your natural black behind, because I can't cuss because it's the first 15 minutes of the video. But that's what you did. You showed your entire booty to the internet for an entire week. I do not respect nothing like that. You ain't got to ever worry about me patronizing nothing you got. I don't care what comedy improv you come down to here in Dallas. I don't care if you come to the American Airlines Center and it's Monique and Friends or whoever. If you are on the ticket, ma'am, I am not spending my money. I refuse. And you may not even care. And that's fine too, Monique. But this is my thing. If you really want to spark change, then that wasn't the way to spark change in Hollywood. If you really wanted to shed light on misconceptions of contracts and how things, sometimes black women get paid less than black men, that wasn't it. But to sit up here, I had to draw the line on some things with you. And I know I still got a lot of people on social media going to bat for you and swinging. Let me tell you something. One thing that I have learned in my own personal growth is you never get out here windmilling on some stuff. You don't really know the full details. We still don't really know the full details. We got two different people that threw up two different contracts on their screens, two different agreements and two different show lineups. That's what we saw. We saw one comedian's contract honored and another one's not. Then we have another comedian saying on his radio show that you purposely showed up late so that you could stall the show and stall how long you went. You went out there, berated the man, then thought that he wasn't going to come up behind you and still do his thing and still get paid and still cash the check. He still did his job, fulfilled his contract. So he didn't become in breach of contract and did what he's supposed to do. And he got his money and never spoke on it. You had to go run to the internet. And this is my mechanism with a lot of you celebrities that I don't get. I get it. The machine tells y'all got to get out here and do TikToks to stay relevant. You got to get out here and pump all these ads out. And y'all got to get out here and do these things to be seen. Push the algorithm. But you are so irresponsible with your platform. I'm tired of seeing a lot of these celebrities claiming, oh, support the black man, support the black woman, protect the black man, protect the black woman. But the minute you have a disagreement with your so-called brother or your so-called sister, the first thing y'all want to do is jump to social media and drag each other. But you don't believe, remember, you say the same things on your platform, Monique, that you, my sisters, my brothers, my love, my babies, my this, my that. But you immediately, as soon as y'all have an issue with another brother or another sister, you're ready to run to the platform and run them down. Just back tire, front tire, up, down, round the corner, back round the corner, and every damn thing else. Y'all want to run each other down. But I'm supposed to understand that you all about peace, love, and understanding. Well, if you're about peace, love, and understanding, all you had to do was pick up the telephone and call your brother. That's what a lot of y'all need to get up and do. The problem is, we are so preconditioned now that everything is a social media issue. Girl, I got to get on this social media and tell her because she did this and that. I'm going to read her. I'm going to read her down. I'm going to read him down because I'm going to get back at them. They did this to me. They did that to me. Girl, I ain't going to let that slide. Y'all are so into this social media mess. We would have never known anything about this because the show was up and done. It was over with. Now, Monique, you got a second chance to come back Now, we know 50 Cent don't pay nobody because, you know, we see what Amari Hardwick was getting paid. And then he had to still borrow money from 50. So we know he ain't going to pay you. We just know he ain't going to pay you that much. You got a role coming up on BMF, but you're willing to, again, when you're starting to be able to get yourself out of the mess, you back in the mess. And now this time, it's not helping your case because a lot of people are not really seeing it this way. Yeah, you trying to gaslight your audience, but everybody ain't taking the bait. All of these different people that are sitting here watching you are not taking the bait. I'm not taking the bait because that seems the MO for every celebrity. They get on their platform. As soon as something don't go their way, they jump on the platform and they gaslight the fans, and you get the fans arguing back and forth. And people got to understand this. Y'all got to be a lot more smarter to understand that a lot of this really don't, to me, none of this with DL Hugley had anything to do with nothing but her repressed anger and the still anger that you still have for the fact that you're not getting that apology from Netflix. You still ain't getting that apology from Tyler Perry. Your damn show ain't gonna get that apology from Oprah. So, and you're still upset. You're still upset. So again, when you see people move like this, you have to ask yourself, well, what is your end game? What were you ever looking to gain by bringing this man down? You thought you was going to take down his stock? Because this is what I've always understood. The apology is not for them. A lot of times the person you may want the apology. Sometimes the apology, you know, it's not for them. It's for you. You want the apology, but sometimes you have to make peace with the understanding that you'll never get an apology from somebody. I've had to do that for a lot of people that have said a lot of things about me, a lot of people that have hurt me, a lot of people that I've even done it in my own personal life. I've had to understand that, you know what, Tiara, you're not going to get an apology. You know what, Schoolboy, you're not going to get an apology. T, you're not going to get an apology from that person because they don't feel as though they did anything wrong. So they're not going to apologize. But you can't realize that you have to take responsibility, Monique, for the fact that you are being a menace to your own career. You have to realize that you are only self-sabotaging your own career. You are trying to build graves for other people, but you only digging a bigger grave for yourself. What is the purpose of jaw jacking about DL Hugley's daughter to suffice your situation with DL? Which, if anything, to me, DL has nothing to do with your contract and none of this. This is all about the promoters, and yet we still don't know who in the hell the promoters are, and the promoters haven't even come out and said a daggone thing about what's going on. They haven't acknowledged any wrong in it. They're just allowing you to destroy yourself. So my thing is, did you also have a run-in with the promoters too? Prior to doing this show? Again, Monique, I don't understand what your end game is and what you want from Black Hollywood, what you want from Hollywood, what you're looking for from the Black community. Because I'm going to tell you one thing. I don't pick sides of not near celebrity that has a bunch of mess going on, okay? Because a lot of times, a lot of this stuff is spin narratives from the whatever label they associated with, whatever PR team. It's labels and things that are spun to make you believe and feel certain ways about certain things, and half of it ain't even the real nitty gritty truth about nothing. And I don't have respect for a man like Sydney to sit up there and set your wife up and let her show her entire behind on her live, and to take down another Black woman and weaponize that girl's pain, because you don't know if that was triggering by her sitting there and you talking about her situation to boost your, I don't know, Monique, I don't know what you're trying to boost. I don't know what you're trying to boost, okay? I don't know what you're trying to sell, but I'm going to tell you that woe is me-ish don't work over here. Now, that might work on other platforms with other creators, and that may work with other people that are sitting on the outside being gaslit Okay, like Marceau does Tisha. It don't work over here. Like your husband Sydney is doing to you, allowing you to continue to destroy your relationships in Hollywood, the relationships that you are barely getting back. And I think after this, no one will touch you. No one will touch you. You will never get anybody to deal with you, because this right here proves that you are difficult. And it is one thing that I have always done the comparison to as well. When people got upset about, Nene was always getting upset about with Candy. Oh, she getting this spin out, she getting that spin out. Why? Because Candy's likable. You're not. She's easy to work with. You're not. Once you get labeled as being difficult in the industry, it's very hard for you to maintain work. You will not maintain work. Nobody will deal with you because you're difficult. And you require too much money. You want this, you want that. And Monique, what you did not do after all the shit you have been through, you have still not humbled yourself. And if Kendrick Lamar ain't told us, he said, sit down, be humble. And that's the problem with a lot of people. The ego and the narcissism is so inflated that you can't even see past yourself when you walk into the room. Monique, don't get me wrong. You have a God send and a God gift, and you have a talent. God is giving you something to use. But instead, you would rather be hell on wheels and block your blessings by your actions than to hold yourself accountable. And it's a lot of people that I have seen on Black Twitter and IG and all that are still windmilling for you. Godspeed to them. Because if they thought any of that ignorant mess that you have done in the past week was justified, I feel sorry for them. And as I do feel sorry for you as well too, because you need some real healing. You are not healed from the things that has happened in your past. That man apologized to his daughter publicly and said, you know what? I failed you as a father. But you have no heaven or no hell to place that man in, because you want to sit back and judge him for some mess that you're mad at. The person that you should have been on that live turning your neck to should have been your man, because he's the one that does your bookings, don't he? Now, am I right or am I wrong? He's the one that does your bookings, correct? He's the one that puts you out here. He's the one that does your negotiations. So you telling me Daddy did the contract and you didn't read Daddy's contract? You didn't read Daddy's contract? You didn't make sure Daddy knew what he was doing? See, just because I sleep with you don't mean you need to be handling my business. I'm going to repeat that again for the people in the back and the people in the GED section. Just because we sleep together doesn't mean that you need to be doing any of my business. Because you are nobody's agent. You are nobody's manager. You are not qualified to do said job. We don't even know that. No. I done told y'all, if I ever got famous like that, and I was married, my wife would not be handling any of my business. No ma'am, no Pam. To keep friction down in my household, it will be best that you do not do any work for me. We can't be working together. Now, we can work it in the bedroom, but we can't do no work. No. Because at the end of the day, we're not going to know when to cut that off. And so, and two, you ain't going to be also getting the cut off the top, the 10%. Because I'm quite sure Daddy got his 10% off top and got paid. So if you feeling like your money a little short, you might want to go check Sydney's account, because I guarantee it's busting. And if you thought, and I'm with DL Hugley, if you thought something was wrong with the contract, why did you do the show? You could have refused to do the show, sued them, and and took it to court and said, hey, breach of contract. But see, you knew you didn't have no case, and you knew you didn't have that retainer fee or the 44% fee that it cost them to go ahead and file a lawsuit. Because every piece of paperwork filed costs. Ask somebody that's ever been in a lawsuit. I'm just saying. So if it was some issues, the promoter. But I don't respect when you went and brought that man's daughter into that. That's some shit I can't respect, mama. That's some stuff I can't get with. I can't get with that. And the fact that your husband sat up there and said nothing, looking like a mannequin, looking goofy, sitting there looking, and let you continue to destroy your career or lack thereof, or barely the bookings that you got. Because I remember you do got some tax issues down there in Georgia. I hope you took care of them, or got on a payment arrangement or whatever you had to do. I hope you took care of that, because I know you did that because you needed that check. You needed to cash that check. Y'all needed to be able to pay the mortgage. So I can respect why you did it, but at the same time, I don't respect how you go around talking about people. And the moment that you said 50, in the moment that I wake up in the morning, 50 Cent telling you to calm down, that lets you know, yeah, he got his stuff was over there at Stars, but Lionsgate is behind Stars. And Lionsgate may not like the way that you're moving right now. And I'm going to tell you again, any little bit that you had to get back in, you done messed up. You messed up. Monique, what is it that you want? Somebody help me understand in the comments what is it that you need? Because I'm confused on what do you need from people, Monique? I'm confused. What is it that you want from people? Because I don't get it. At this point, I don't respect what you did. I don't respect how you handled it. I do not respect what you did and how you did it. It was absolutely disrespectful as hell. And to be a woman and to say that you support and you love Black women, and to do that to his daughter, you was out of pocket. Because if that was your daughter, you wouldn't appreciate that. I'm just going to tell you that straight up. You wouldn't appreciate that if that was your child. That somebody said that too. I've noticed she would turn on the Black community quick as hell. No, it's just ego. It's ego. It's narcissism and it's ego. And at this point, she got that, like when Denzel Washington played old dude in Training Day. King Kong ain't got ish on me. You feeling like King Kong, you want to beat your chest, but you got to realize you can't come in here swinging and fighting the same people that you've been swinging and fighting for the last umpteen years and expect them to keep accepting you talking ish about them even when they're trying to do right by you. Here's the thing, even when people are trying to help you and be there and try to give you that leg up, you spit in their face. And I'm with Steve Harvey. I wouldn't have gave a damn what you said about me anyway, because we ain't even in the same tax bracket. I ain't got tax issues. Me and Marjorie on a yacht somewhere. You think I give a damn about what you saying about me? He's booked and busy. Monique, you're not. That's the problem. You're not booked and busy. Nobody wants to book you because you're difficult. Nobody wants to book you. You talking about Steve? How many jobs Steve got? He got a court show. Steve got the what's that, Family Feud? Steve out here on yachts with Marjorie. You know what I'm saying? Though I don't really care for him and some of the things that he's done. But again, he's not blackballed. You are, ma'am. There's a difference. You can't get mad because he ain't blackballed. He didn't do this to you. You did this to you. But to do the same thing to his daughter that Oprah did, that you feel Oprah did to you with your family, because your family got on her show and talked about you and the things that happened to you as a child and in your life. You didn't like that. You didn't like the fact that Oprah weaponized your pain and paid your family to do so. And you're probably bitter because you never got that apology. This man apologized to his daughter. You never got that apology. And this is my whole thing about when hurt people hurt people. When hurt people are still hurt, they continue to hurt other people. They continue to be destructive to everything that they touch. You will continue to be a hurricane to everything that you touch. You will continue to be a hurricane to every opportunity that you have, as long as you have that same ignorant mindset that you have. When some people don't understand why things don't grow in their life, they don't understand why they're not still progressing, or they're still in the same place they are. You're still in the same place because you haven't learned anything. You haven't tried to fix your own behavior. Instead, you've continued to keep finger pointing and refuse to take accountability for your part. A part of growing is taking accountability. And Monique has not shown me she has grown, not at all. Not one bit. Not one bit. You're still bitter, even after Lee Daniels apologized to you. You'll ever be bitter to everybody else, because I know they ain't gonna apologize with you. All they gonna do is get on the phone and say, yup, she's still doing the same. Yup. Nope, not a damn thing changed. And that's all they saying. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. You haven't changed. You still the same. And nothing's changed. So how can you say you grew? When you grow and you take a break from something, or you really grow and you really work on yourself, you're never the same person. Monique has not changed. The Tiger hasn't changed the stripes. The stripes are still the same. It's like, what do you want? What do you want from people? What are you looking to get? What do you want to gain? What is it that you want to gain from this? But you tore down another black woman because you mad at her daddy because you can't get your way. So you want to judge up on the internet. You want to hop on IG. You want to do this, and you want to go back and forth, in and out. And I get it, DL. I'm with DL. I wouldn't entertain you either. I wouldn't even entertain you either, because you know what? At this point, you just want attention, and you don't care what kind of attention it gives, good, bad, or indifferent. You just don't want it. You just want attention. Something like a phenomenon said that was it. We would have never known about any of this. Well, yeah, because she brought it to the social media. She's doing what every other artist does, every other person does. They get out here, they bait these people in conversations, and then you get mad when people respond back, or they give you truth, or they're not understanding what is it that you're looking for. Then you get mad and you want to curse everybody out. Leah apologized to her, and she still got beef. Yeah, we shit. She but at this point she's beefing with herself. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. After a while, when a person is no longer engaging with you, and a person is not going back and forth with you, and a person is just silent on you, that means they're good on the situation. They're not going to go back and forth with you. They done moved on. You're the one with the issue. They've moved on. So when you're beefing by yourself, that's who you beefing with. You beefing with yourself. You're not beefing with that other person, because that other person doesn't even care. And then now it's your ego is blocking your blessings, because you just got 50 said, okay, I'm going to give her a chance. Ain't nobody else giving you a chance. Let me throw a little squirrel. Let me give you a chance. But now, okay, people saw that 50 was giving you a chance. People was probably like, oh, well, maybe if 50 doing it, let's see how it work with 50. And then maybe we'll do it. But now you've been doing this for an entire week. Now it's just like, oh, so I don't even know if I would even want to do that. I don't know if I would even want to do anything with you, knowing that this was how it was going to go. This was how it was going to be. I wouldn't want to do anything with you. They're always trying to sell something, so they create drama. Of course. People are, I'm going to tell y'all, artists, comedians, whatever, entertainers are product placement now. They don't a lot of them don't really, so some of these people don't really have true talent. You have a good following, you look cute, or you look like a thug, or you acting like this or that. Oh, we can dress you up, we can market you, and we can make money off of you. It's not anything about talent anymore. It's just product placement. And I'm tired of the product placement people. It's ridiculous. Renata Abrams says her and her daddy are so damn delusional. It's gaslighting for me. What the problem is for me is that gaslighting the fans and people on social media. And these people be out here really, people be going in for these people that y'all ain't never met, that ain't never gonna pay your bills, that you will never meet in a lifetime, that they will never say anything to, that will never acknowledge you, because they don't really give a damn about you. All they worried about is you gonna ride for them and look like a fool. Again, don't get in the car with a bunch of people that you know is acting a fool. And getting in the car with Monique is like, taking a elevator straight down to hell. Because at this point in juncture, all she gonna have is 50 Cent show BMF. And I'm gonna tell you, if Stars got anything to do with it, and Lionsgate is sitting back looking at this, they may tell him no. And I think that is really why he came out and did that post on IG, because he's trying to tell you to calm down, because you ain't finna have no job again. So if you want to be employed, Monique, I suggest, if you would like to eat and get off that government cheese, I would suggest you to stop. Stop. For the love of God, stop. I don't know who is gaslighting you over there, but they're doing a terrible job. And if you letting Sydney do that, ooh, how you let a broke ninja gaslight you? How you let a ninja that probably can't get a bank account without your name on it gaslight you? How you let a man that don't help you pay none of the bills but pay the bills with your money gaslight you? How you let a man that ain't got no kind of business degree, formal training, or anything to know how to manage your career, make it make sense? And if you want to know how that works out, call Mary J. Blige and ask her about Ken Do. I'll wait. Mary J. still paying for Ken Do. Still. Fire him, please. We're all begging you to put him in the unemployment line. Tell him to go out and get a job in the skill set he is supposed to be in, because being your manager is not his skill set. That is not, ma'am, that ain't it. That ain't it. That ain't it. I think between you and him, you done probably gave all of Hollywood PTSD, because y'all ridiculous. He gonna sitting up there and looking like Simon's brother. Looking like Portia Man brother. Looking like a damn fool, just sitting up there. And you doing all this talking, pointing into the screen, but you want to come to me and talk about my baby, my love, my sweet babies. Monique, you can save that gaslighting, that fake hotep, fake woke behavior for somebody that can't see through it. Because I can see through it, okay? I can see through it. I can see through it all the way through. Past them damn Ray-Bans that Ray Charles wore. I can see straight up. I smell the BS. You cannot run that game on me. You and Jada Pinkett Smith, I swear for God, y'all be running that. I just want everybody to heal. I just want two black men to have a conversation. I just want y'all to come together. But y'all will sit up there, Sydney, Jada Pinkett Smith, y'all just let y'all mates go up there and throw their career right on down the damn toilet. Just let it just go, flush it, just flush it. The hell with your career. You ain't gotta make no more money. We don't need it. Just tear it up. Just let it go down. Just tear up the career. Sydney, bruh, you goofy. Cause I'm gonna tell you something. My wife wouldn't have got on no damn lie. Cause first of all, I probably would have cussed out my wife. I'm like, what in the hell? What is wrong with you? Why you out here? Look, we already scratching and surviving good times over here, and you finna get out here and mess up the bag? You already can't get booked, and you out here acting a fool. We just got a new job with 50, and we know he don't pay. You still be in the unemployment line, and in the food stamp line, in the food bank line, still working for him, and you out here you're messing it up. You're messing it up. Your husband didn't tell you that? Y'all got some sorry mates nowadays. I'm gonna tell y'all. And y'all wonder why my ass is still single. I'm single because I ain't got time. Y'all be getting married to these people. And Nina Love says, I think 50 will be the next victim. I give it about 8 months. And you know what, Nina? I pray for you in that 8 months, but I don't even get it to 8 months. I think Stars and Lionsgate, she probably might not even make it to the first filming of BMF. Cause I just have a feeling that they're gonna be like, nah, we don't want to deal with her because she was out here showing her behind on the internet. We don't want to deal with her. We don't want to deal with her. I don't even give it 8 months. The way 50 Cent's petty is set up, you see he's still out here trying to get this money from Tierra Marie. He's still chasing her down. And we don't understand. We know she broke. She ain't even, Love and Hip Hop ain't even on no more. So we know she broke. And he petty enough to keep still chasing her. And then he out here blocking Young Buck from filing bankruptcy. You seen Omari Hardwick say he was broke the whole time he was filming Power. He was only making $150,000 an episode. So I'm starting to believe that 50 just don't pay. Okay, 50 just, when he pay, he cheat. And when the little boy, that man, Lil Meech, just got caught for stealing the watch. So we know 50 don't pay. We know 50 don't pay. So how you gonna pay the jeweler when 50 don't pay? You got to get bailed out of jail and ish. I'm gonna tell y'all, Monique, I'm just from one person to another, please, for the sake of me laughing at your ass, do not get into it with 50 Cent. Please don't. Because the petty with 50 runs deep. The petty with 50 runs so deep. We don't understand how deep that it honestly runs. It runs so deep, it's in his veins. And I would hate for him to start reading you online because he is petty like that. I don't understand. I just, please don't try that man, because he ain't, 50 ain't rap tight. He a fool. A straight fool. And he don't care. He don't care at all. So what I suggest you do, Monique, please go get you some therapy. I really do want you to get some therapy. I really want you to get some healing for whatever it is that you feeling, because running out here and being repressed and treating people bad is not it. You doing too much, and people is not feeling that. I'm not feeling that. I don't like it. And I don't like the fact of how you did that young lady, because that was not your place. And so what, her father admitted that he made a mistake and he failed her. He apologized to her publicly, and I'm quite sure that family healed and has moved on. But you opened up old wounds that you didn't need to open up for your own benefit, which to me fell flat. Because anybody that thought that that was okay and agreed with what she did earlier this week, you need Jesus too. Somebody need to pray for you, because that wasn't even right. Learning to love myself says Monique is still bitter from the past. She needs to let it go and move forward. Well, hurt people. And when people don't want to let it go, they only hurting themselves and they only blocking her own blessings. She's not blocking anyone's blessings, and she's not blocking anyone's growth but her own. And that's why she's still not really booked like that. We see why she's still angry for not being booked, because she's not booked. And when somebody does something, and even DL said, I did it despite what everybody was telling me around me. But every time my interaction with that person was good. So I didn't feel the need to not think that she would do anything wrong to me. And that's how I look at stuff. If a person got an issue with somebody else, that's your issue with them. If they've never done anything to me to cause me to be in a bad position, then why would I think that you would hurt me? That's their experience with you. Let me create my own experience. And that's what he did. But now you've left a bad taste in his mouth and not only embarrassed yourself for an entire week. I don't respect it. What you did, Monique, was wrong. And no matter how you try to, I guess there are some people still out here that agree. And there might be people that really do agree with her and don't feel as though that she did anything wrong. And it happens. A lot of people will still, even when I may not agree with what that person did, and there might be a whole lot of people that a group of people that still do believe. I don't like it, I don't respect it, and it is what it is for me. Now, if those want to keep patronizing her and keep supporting her, amen. But right is right and wrong is wrong. She should not have done that. And for me, it drew a line in the sand for me. And you went too deep and you went too personal. Your issue with DL had nothing to do with his daughter. And unfortunately, I lost what little bit of respect that I did have for you, Monique. I've completely lost any type of respect for you. So all of that, my sweet babies, my love, and all of that, you know, protect black women and protect black men. I can't take none of that shit seriously from you, because you have shown me that you are unable. You are unable to be the mature person in any type of situation. You are unable and do not have the emotional bandwidth to move forward in life. Instead, you would rather stay there and stew and constantly want to feel sympathy for things and situations that you have created on your own. In this situation, the energy should have went to the promoter. And yet, who the hell is the promoters? Does anybody know who the promoters is? None of us know who the promoters are. None of us know who the promoters are. We still don't know who the promoters are. And you still haven't taken your issue with a lawsuit or filed anything in Fulton County, Gwinnett County, I don't know what county, DeKalb County, I don't know what county you live in, but you have yet to file a lawsuit to these promoters that clearly played you. They didn't play DL, they played you. The promoters played you and your husband played you. So the people that you should be mad at is your promoters, the promoters, one, and your husband, two. Them two. Instead, you got Sydney sitting looking like a damn fool, looking like what do you look like, Yogi Bear, just sitting there looking crazy as hell. Looking dumb, just goofy as hell. Don't even know why you sitting there. You just sitting there looking dumb. Why? Over something your wife is showing her ass online about, and you don't pull her coattails as a man to say, yo, baby, you doing too much. You doing too much. Sit on down. You doing too much. And if you didn't need the check, you wouldn't have did the show. If it was a bad deal, like you say, you would have refused to do the show. But you know you would have been in breach of contract, so you did that show anyways, and you knew you needed that check, so therefore you did the show. You did the show because you need the money, Monique. We're not going to play these games like we know you don't need the money. You need the funds, and that's cool. A lot of us will do stuff for the funds. Ain't because we really want to. We might clock in every day at work. We don't like the job, but guess what? We need the funds. Because inflation is high, gas is high, and we need to be able to eat. So we do things that we don't want to do sometimes because we got to pay the bills. And at this point, you wanted attention, but see, you went about it the wrong way. And what you're trying to say is, oh, this. And my thing is, I want to know who told you how much he got paid anyway, or what was in his contract. So again, the promoters were being messy and played with you, and you played right into it. And the minute it didn't go your way, you had to get, my sweet babies, my loves, it was just the disrespect. Come on. It was low. It was gutter snipe. It was low. It was ridiculous. You're going to attack somebody's family because you didn't get, because like Burger King, you couldn't have it your way. Please. And you wonder why you're not booked. You wonder why nobody's watching you. You wonder why nobody's really into what you're selling right now, because it's all a crock of shit. It's bullshit. And this is why I always tell people, be careful of what you're following and what you're listening to, because a lot of these people is doing this for attention. This was very attention seeking, and you did it the wrong way. I do not respect it. Y'all can windmill in my comment section. Y'all can say what you want to say, because I don't read the comment sections anyway. I don't care. I don't care. She was wrong. And it wasn't even cute. It wasn't even entertaining for me all week, Monique. I just kept sitting back and I was just like, okay, I could get on here and do a live about this. I could get on here and talk about it on YouTube, but I'm quite sure she gonna continue to show her entire behind. And you did exactly what I thought you would do. But yesterday for me is what took the cake. I just cannot respect that. And any person that even would agree with some mess like that, I gotta wonder about your mindset and why you would even want to agree with that. That was not professional at all. Laura C. Tanner says she's acting like a kid. Child, I got nephews that got more damn sense than she do. I know 3 and 4 year olds that can handle themselves a lot better than Monique at this point. I know teenagers that can handle themselves better than Monique at this point. And what you're showing is that you have not grown at all. You ain't grown at all. I sat there and watched that T.S. Madison interview. I watched the Lee Daniels interview, and I thought, damn, man. You know what I'm saying? It really put some things into perspective. And then I turned around and I seen you show your ass this week, and I was like, hold up. Pump the brakes. Oh, this is you. Oh, this is you. Oh, this is you. I don't know if it was the Oscar that inflated your ego. I don't know if it was before the Oscar. I don't know if it's Sydney gaslighting you at the house. I don't know what it is. But you got life and you got life to the point that you think people are going to kiss your, because that ain't happening. That ain't happening. That ain't happening. This has become a whole thing. And again, I've seen this. I've had my own situations where people weaponize your pain, and they actually think that it hurts you, and in reality it really don't hurt your feelings. It just makes them look childish and petty, that the fact that they got to go that low to do it. You just kind of look at them like, that's all you got, because I done been there. So I'm just like, ooh, that's all you got. Oh, well, you can't hurt me with something that I already been healed through. So okay, do you, boo boo. So I'm quite sure it didn't hurt that young lady. I'm hoping that it didn't hurt that young lady. But if you did hurt that young lady, I hope you are proud of yourself, Monique. Clap one time, because you look like a fool. You look like an absolute fool. A fool. And I would love to understand what people are even thinking of following Monique. Like, so y'all agree with this? Because I want to know in the comments, in the live comments, in the chat, do y'all agree with how Monique handled this? Because I don't agree. But I've seen several people that say that they agree. So I'm trying to understand, do y'all agree with this? Because I don't. Casino Rule says good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning, Gail. So everybody's saying no. So okay, y'all don't agree with how Monique handled it. I don't agree. Y'all don't agree. Oh, so y'all got the common sense that I got that says, ma'am, you Nina Love says no, or do I? So y'all got the common sense of saying she tripping. So Monique, so the consensus in my chat, and hello to all 71 of y'all. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Agree that Monique, you went too far. So Monique, hold on. Let me talk to you in the language that you know, Monique. My baby, my sweet love. This ain't it. Okay? This ain't it, sweetie. This ain't it. My sister, my black queen. This ain't it. This ain't it. I don't know who need to tell you that this ain't it, but I'm going to tell you on my channel and on my socials that this ain't it. Because the problem is that somebody's allowing you to believe that the way that you treat people right about now is okay. Someone's gaslighting you and making you think that this is okay. This ain't it. At no point in time was it okay for you to do that. You didn't like, again, and I'm going to reiterate for people that don't know, remember when Oprah did that with your family and gave them a check and they talked about you and you didn't appreciate what Oprah did. You did the same thing to DL Hugley's daughter. You spoke on a family issue that, yeah, he spoke about publicly and he apologized to his daughter publicly, and he probably apologized to his daughter in private too, but you was willing to open that own wound for your self-serving issues, which really you ain't got no issue to me with DL Hugley. Your issues with your damn promoter and your janky daddy. Y'all, you needed to take some damn accountability, man, for you. Be accountable for you. That is the problem with a lot of you celebrities. Take accountability. It ain't even celebrities. I'm gonna say humans. That's black, white, purple, green, yellow, indigo. I don't care. Take some responsibility. Say it with me. The word of the day is accountability. Everybody learn to take some. When you screw somebody over or you mess them over, take accountability. Say I'm sorry. But I'm going to tell you one thing about me. If I don't feel as though I owe you apology, my ass ain't apologizing. Because I don't apologize for things that I don't feel or I don't mean at all. Because a person's apology doesn't mean ish to me if it ain't gonna be honest and it ain't gonna be real and it ain't gonna be true. You owe that young lady an apology. You do need to apologize to his daughter. You need to apologize to his wife. Hell, at this point, you need to apologize to the damn dog because you talked about his whole entire family. And for what? I do not know. Did it get you any more endorsement deals? Did it get you a damn Netflix special? Did it get you a show? What did it get you? You gonna call Steve Harvey a raccoon, but judging by your behavior, who's tap dancing? Who's tap dancing? You tap dancing just to be seen. You tap dancing just to get somebody to pay attention to you because ain't nobody even want to tap dance to pay attention to you. And that's the problem. Nobody wants to pay attention to you, Monique. So this is what you got to do to get some attention. Let me read some of the comments because I know y'all going in on some of these comments. Stay Tuned Review says, failure to counsel her tells her that she isn't responsible for actions and will only screw over the next person in all the name of protecting Black women. Let me tell y'all something a little bit about canceling people. And I got to laugh on it. Give me a second while I take a drink. Because I got to laugh on people in this cancel culture BS. Because I'm going to call it BS. And the reason why I call cancel culture BS is because you can't cancel something that's already out there. Cancel culture is BS because Black people don't withhold the things that they claim that they're canceling. Just like a lot of people said that they didn't like certain things about Real Housewives of Potomac, but they still watch it. Just like people said they didn't like real things about Real Housewives of Atlanta, but you still watch Andy Cohen. You don't like Real Housewives of Salt Lake City or how the slurs that happened on there, but you still watch the Bravo network. In order to cancel someone, you have to actually succeed through it all and actually keep your guns and stay with what you're saying you're trying to cancel. That's the problem. Black people, we don't nowadays, y'all don't stay on one wave of being angry because the minute, and I'll use an example, Kanye West is a prime example for Black people. Black people got mad when Kanye said slavery was a choice. But yet there were still Black people that were still buying his clothes. There were Black people that were still buying his shoes. There's Black people still listening to his music. It's okay you forgive someone when they come back with something that you like. So in order to cancel someone, you have to stay within the same right in the same moment with going ahead and cancel. So she will never be canceled. The only way she's going to get canceled is if Hollywood don't book her ass no more. And they done already told her she was canceled in theory because they're not booking her anymore. Monique is not booking anymore. Let's keep it a buck. When is the last time we have seen any Monique in anything major? 50 Cent just pulled her out of the abyss and gave her a little something. Yeah, she's had a Showtime special here and there, but was it any buzz about that? Is she selling out comedy tours? Is Monique something people want to see? For a lot of people, yes, Monique is something that people want to see. But is Monique sustainable at this point? Is her attitude going to be good enough? Because Monique strikes me as being one of those persons, as long as I'm getting my way and it's good, and I can beat my chest like King Kong, and stuff is going my way, I'm good on it. But the minute somebody bucks the system or tells me I'm wrong, then I got a problem. So we can't cancel Monique until people stop. Really, she's already canceled if you ask me, because she ain't been in nothing major. Come on. Stay Tuned Review says Tiffany Haddish did the exact opposite of that Monique is telling Black female comics to do. And as a result, Tiffany Haddish's career has taken off and she makes 10 times more than Monique. Well, Tiffany Haddish has learned the game. And shout out to Funky Doniva, because he's always said this on his channel when he's worked with Kandi Burruss. And he's, again, made that comparison between Kandi Burruss and Nene Leakes. When you are likable, you can get work. When you're easy to work with, you can get work. When you are good and there's no issues with dealing with you, you're flexible, people will work with you. People don't want to work with Monique because she's too difficult. She's too much. She's too angry. She's still too hostile. She's still mad. What are you mad? You out here like that inflatable man just flailing. You mad, but what are you mad about? We don't even understand what you're mad about. I didn't even understand what she was mad about, and through this whole entire thing, I lost the idea of understanding what Monique was mad about. What was she mad about, bruh? What was you mad about? Do y'all know what she was mad about? Because I don't even know what she was mad about no more. I'm just like, well, you were mad. I don't know what you're mad about. What are you mad about? So, hold on. I don't know why it's doing that. So Van Essence says, I love Tiffany Haddish now. She knows how to be humble and take responsibility. Yeah, and Tiffany will get with you. She's gotten with a couple of reporters when they've asked her some wild stuff. And I can respect Tiffany Haddish for that. Again, you have to know, knowing your audience and understanding what you're doing means a lot. But again, Monique is still angry. And I think that's what people are missing. Monique is still angry. Ty Boogie says it's only protect Black women when it pertains to her. Her only contribution to Black women is scolding us about wearing bonnets in public. I follow Monique, but I don't really follow Monique like that. And here's the thing. With social media, and I say this all the time with celebrities, you can take it or leave it. I don't have to follow you. I can follow you, but still not pay attention to you. And in any event, Black women gonna wear what they want to wear in public. Y'all gonna do what y'all want to do. So it don't even matter what a celebrity says to you. The thing about it is that the older celebrities are not teaching a lot of the young ones that they should be teaching them productive things and not how to screw up their career, but how to add to their career. And I don't think Monique is going, again, Monique, some things I can get with when she's right. Some things I cannot get with when she's wrong. This is a situation where I can't get with it because she's wrong. Why is it? Okay, so Gail Francis, how did she get Steve named? She got mad because she brought up some mess with Steve Harvey on one of her lives. And again, Steve Harvey was not, it's just like gone, Monique. It's like, bye, Felicia. I don't know what she was looking to gain out of any of that either. So somebody said, Ty Boogie said, and this fake patronizing, my sweet babies and my loves, and I love us for real. Yeah, that's just that. You know how men gaslight women and women gaslight men? That's just the psychological. Like, you know how Marceau does Tisha? It's just gaslighting. That Black Christmas movie was the last movie she was in, but she was only in it for 10 minutes. She was in a couple scenes. That was the Will Packer movie, and I think that was the last major movie that she was in. And that's I mean, hey, we ain't seen nothing since then. Same with R. Kelly. They canceled him and his music is still playing. You can't cancel somebody, I'm telling y'all. Because it's always going to be people that are going to listen to people. Some people will say, hey, I can separate art from the artist from the art, and that's fine. And I'm not going to tell nobody that they can't listen to or patronize whatever the hell you want. That's your household. I know what I do in mine, and you do what you do in yours. But I mean, it is what it is. She's mad about everything at this point. That's how I feel. When y'all find out the answer, please let me know. Bug News says Monique is mad because of the unfair treatment of Black people and Black women in the industry. Yeah, but what did that have to do with this? That's why I'm silent. What did the unfair treatment, sweetie? That's a contract dispute. That was a contract dispute. That had nothing to do with Black women being, and she ain't the only one that's spoken about that. Gabrielle Union has spoken about that. Jada Pinkett Smith has spoken about that. I think even Tiffany Haddish at one point has spoken about that. Viola Davis, Octavia Spencer, Sheryl Lee Ralph. We can go on and on and on and on and on and on about all the people that have spoke about the unfair treatment. That had nothing to do with her issue with DL Hugley. And really, again, the issue was not with DL Hugley. It's with the promoter, ma'am. Again, does anybody know who the hell the promoter is? No, we don't. We love Monique in Vegas. I love Monique too, but I can't get with you when you're attacking somebody's family or bringing up something that's hurtful or weaponizing another Black woman's pain for your BS online. Please. I can like you, but not like what you do. I can like you, but not rock with how you roll. I can like you, but not want to get down with the way that you're doing things. It's as simple as that. I don't have to like everything that you do. Again, I said it in this video. I'm with you when you're right, but when you're wrong, I'm going to hold you accountable. Monique needs to be held accountable. You went too damn far. You do too much. Well, okay, Poppy says she protected the white supremacist Roseanne after they called Valerie Jerry a monkey. She called her my sister. I'm going to drink on that. Cheryl H. said her husband is her downfall. That's what I say too. Then Monique should keep doing her own thing in Vegas. She should work on her own. The thing is, Nina Loves, it takes money to produce your own show. It takes money to produce your own thing. And the thing about it is, you got to have other streams of income coming in to help create those spots. And I believe that I want to say that comedy, now I could be wrong, but I think Seth Rogen, or was it Jimmy Kimmel, gave her that opportunity for that Vegas residency. And it wasn't like a huge hotel. It was a nice hotel. One of the newer ones, I think, on the Strip. I think I didn't go to the show, and I haven't been to Vegas in so long. That was what she had. So again, if she's, he was, but pandemic changed that, and I think that ended that. Is she back to doing shows in Vegas? What's going on with that? Devonna Miner says Monique does that mommy talk. Some of us can see through a BS. It's gaslighting. I'm telling you, is Marceau and Tisha. I'm telling you. Monique is talented, but she's a bit ticky boom, and no one will deal with her except 50. And good luck to him in that. Really, it's not. Y'all got to still think about it too. He has other investors. The production is going to be Lionsgate. I think Lionsgate is his production. Yes, Lionsgate. He's got to deal with them, and he's got to deal with the network stars. Again, there's other players in this. This is why he got online and said what he said. Kind of like a way of saying, like, come on, chill the waters out a little bit, chill. Because I'm quite sure he's getting phone calls of like, hey, I don't know if we really want to work with her because look how she out here acting. This might not be the thing that we want to do. Nah. And I believe that they are saying things to him too. Felicia Walker said, I just heard the latest and that was a low blow. It was low as hell. She went straight to hell on that one. Cheryl H says, Monique played herself in Precious for real. She seems mean. She was happy when she was fatter. Well, I ain't gonna say that. I just think that she's gone through a lot of things and that I think Monique has a lot of anger and she's repressing it to the wrong person. That comedy show she had with Tommy from Martin was not funny. She had a comedy show with him? I didn't even know that. To me, that hurt her career. Rest in peace. Devonna Miner says, according to her lies, she planned to do that when she knew DL was also doing the show. Again, what was it set to accomplish? I'm trying to understand. Ty Boogie says a lot of black women entertainers have spoken about that, but they are not burning other people down. Again, a point. Devonna Miner says you can love someone and think they're talented, but that doesn't mean they're above reproach. Amen. Hey, good morning, Lorene McGee. Stay Tuned Review says in Monique's most recent live, she said she waited years to hand it to DL, and the issue with headlining was just icing on cake. She essentially planned her material around blasting DL, and again, you look like a jackass. So again, you're that freaking petty, but you believe in all of this love and healing. You're that freaking petty to base your whole show around blasting him because you're angry at him. See, he was still the bigger man that did the show, regardless of how low you went. He was the bigger man. But see, here's the thing. If he would have got on the stage and did this and changed his material and off the fly started reading her for filth, would she have liked that? Because see, people like Monique can dish it, but they can't take it. And I know a lot of people like that. They do a lot of that, but they can't take it when somebody gives it back to them. She was still wrong. And if you waited that long, girl, you pressed like a panini. You pressed. If you waited for years to do that, you are very pressed. And you might want to seek some help for that, because that's a little sickening to be that obsessed with somebody that you that pressed years later, and you still mad, you still bitter. You need to see somebody about that, for real. I ain't even joking. You really need to see somebody about that, because that's sad. And she only brings up a fairness for black women when she's not getting her way. A lot of people have said that. I've read a lot of comments that say that. Ty Boogie said because she was not genuinely concerned when speaking on that young lady, she was being nasty, broad, and petty to DL. And again, what did his daughter have anything to do with him? If I'm one type of people that if you got a beef with me, keep your beef with me. Don't bring other outside things in, because that really ain't got nothing. That's nothing but other people's opinion of me. But whatever you got a problem with me, keep it with me. And that's a lot of people's problem. Y'all get mad, and as soon as somebody get mad, oh, I'm going straight to hell. You're going to go call their mama, their daddy, their sister, their brother, their cousin. You're going to sit up here and blast all their business on the internet. I don't do Mad Day. I done got grown and realized Mad Day is childish as hell. I just pay you dust because you need attention, and my attention you will not get from me. So at the end of the day, I respect DL. He said what he had to say, dropped the mic, and left the shit alone. Steve Harvey said, you ain't even bothering me because we ain't even in the same tax bracket. You can get on. Monique really needs to get a grip on herself, because this ain't even about this. right here had nothing to do with DL, ain't have shit to do with his daughter, DL, Monique is unhappy with herself. She's unhappy with herself. And when a person is unhappy with themselves, they'll hurt everything around them, and they'll be burning down every damn thing because you mad. Blessed to be blessed said people act like they have to ride until the wheels fall off. Where are we riding? Off a cliff? Well, I don't ride with nobody. I ride solo. So you can't take me nowhere that I don't want to go, or where I don't want to get in the car with you. And at this point, y'all be out here windmilling for these people. I don't windmill for nobody that I don't know directly, where you have not ate at my house. We have not met in the physical, and we have never had a conversation. I'll be damned if I'm riding the wheels for nobody else no more. I learned my lesson about that a long time ago. The only person that Schoolboy rides for is Schoolboy. Period. Point blank. The end. I'm done. I don't do it. Because there's always somebody looking to get something from somebody or use somebody for their own gain. And nowadays in 2022, that seems to be the whole MO for a lot of people. Can't nobody make it without doing that. I agree with you. Monique has issues in her personal life. She needs to deal with it. And at some point, you got to get into all these beefs. You got to start looking at yourself. Boom. If you are the topic of conversation everywhere you go, sometimes it ain't always everybody else. Sometimes you got to look at yourself. Todd Boogie says, I think that 50 got those calls asking about this. I really do want her to win, but not taking this route. Kevin Williams says, DL Hugley is lame. He said something about her and she got him back. Okay, so you tit for tat and you childish. How old is Monique now? 50s? Grow the hell up. People say shit about me every day. Do you think I'm going to sit on here and get on YouTube and get on IG, get on Twitter and get on every piece of platform and be upset and out here cussing everybody out every 2 seconds if somebody says something about me? Please get over yourself. First of all, if you ain't fucking me, financing me, or feeding me, why do I give a fuck about what you feel? I'm fuckless. I'm just going to be honest with you. That's just stupid. She's an elder and she should handle herself accordingly. Like one. Because you can't come to me with no sweet babies and my love when your issue ain't him. Your issue is yourself. You fighting your own demons. Sweetie, you need to be windmilling your own demons in the Negro that's sleeping in bed with you, because he's the one that screwed up your contract. Get into it. Deal with yourself. Deal with you. Deal with why you can't get booked. Deal with why your career is where it is. Deal with yourself. Do some self-reflecting and some time and really realize and open up your eyes. My sweet baby, my love. And realize that it ain't everybody else. It's called accountability. We said that was the word of the day. And the word of the day will continue to be accountability. Learn to get you some. Cheryl H says, right, don't bite the hand that feeds you. DL was the draw into the show. Lauren McGee says, Monique should have been just happy to be on stage after all she's been blackballed for 13 years. She should just be wanting anybody to work with her. Ty Boogie says she should come directly at DL, then not include his daughter in the ish that does not involve her. Thank you. Mind your business. Learn to get you some business. Stay Tuned Review says the interview that she said was disrespectful. It happened several years ago, and DL wasn't there. When she asked DL to cancel the interview, he agreed. Monique is more nutty. Yeah, I'll call her nutty. I ain't gonna call her nutty. I just think she needs some help. And in the most beautiful way, like she really do need to really work on whatever's bothering herself. Whatever's that is, it's not DL, it's not the industry, it's not everybody else. At some point, again, you have to look at yourself. In any process of growth in your journey and in growing up in life, in every birthday, every time you hit a milestone, you should be growing. And I just don't see that Monique has any growth. When has it happened? And I'm going to tell you like this. If I was that young lady, I would sue your ass for talking about me. I would sue you. But I know you ain't got no money, Monique, so there would be no point in her suing you. If she is still mad, she should have declined working with him or called him to address her issues before the show. Boom. Boom. You don't argue this is rich people problems. Let me tell you, I'm not rich, but I don't argue with people that ain't in my tax bracket, period. So if your bed in your home is still on the floor, your mattress is still on the floor, I'm not arguing with you. Not me. I'm not arguing with you because your mattress is on the floor. You can't even afford to go to Goodwill and get you a mattress frame, and they ain't even that expensive. Okay? I'm not arguing with you. That's why I don't understand why these celebrities get on these platforms arguing with fans. Why are you arguing with the fans? You are rich. I'm not arguing with nobody. I'm not. Hey, Norris. SM attorney-at-law says, I think anyone who works with her at this point is crazy. Well, 50 is the exact derivative of enough crazy enough to work with Monique, so I can see them working with each other. Ty Boogie said, exactly, solo dolo, and these people aren't putting money in our pockets, especially Monique and DL. Boom! You're not paying me? I don't give a damn about you, not like that. Now, I might talk about you, but I don't really care like that. I don't really care like that. MTM Gang says, glad we're making Monique accountable, though. We should. About damn time. We didn't have too many black celebrities that we still ain't holding accountable, but I'll keep that list to myself. There's plenty of them that I don't feel any way about them. I don't really care or don't care. I'm just ready for a lot of the mess to be, resolved out with a lot of people. We are grown. I totally agree. We are grown. We have to be grown. If you want the younger generation to know how to handle themselves, Monique, and you want the younger generation to do better, because that's what you swear. If you want the younger generation to do better, then you, ma'am, have to be the better example. Because what you're showing right now is not okay. It's not okay. Monique's daddy, son, husband shouldn't have said anything in her lives. He shouldn't, but also he's the one that screwed her deal, though. And that's what I really want Monique to understand. Your husband is the one that screwed you. And he's the one that handles everything. Because I did Google her contract, the name of the company, when DL pointed out. I Googled it. And her LLC ends up right back to her. So at the end of the day, again, the issue is not DL. The issue is the promoter and the contract you negotiated. So Mo Black says she has a hit list, and I think this might lead to something violent. I'm gonna tell you something. If y'all ain't noticed, people up here ain't wrapped too tight lately. You got people doing stuff on behalf of celebrities that they ain't even asking them to do stuff. I think Monique needs to stop. It's gotten to a level of she needs to just stop. This was not it. It was not okay. The back and forth. Monique is exhausting. And I couldn't even be a friend of someone like that, knowing that this is how you're handling things. It's just not okay. It's not okay. MTF Gang says, looking for that F2 to give. I am too, but I had to point it out. So facts, windmill with them internalized traumas. Yeah, fight yourself. You know what? When people are fighting their demons, they will take out anything on anybody. Tyra Phillips says, there's too many people who have lost their lives messing with other people's kids. Should have left DL daughter out of it. Exactly. Cheryl H. Sydney encouraged her to lose weight and have been mad ever since. Well, again, you been fighting them demons in your house. Deal with your household. And Marie said Monique has problems with her on her own child. She should worry about that. Oh. Now, I ain't getting into that. That's grown folks' business. I ain't getting into that. Nutty, in that she didn't star in the Nutty Professor with Eddie Murphy. The shade is real in the comments. Hey, Pat B from Miami. MTF Gang said, a bed more like some blankets on the ground for cushion. I'm telling you, with some people, man, what was I watching? Oh, that was Love After Lockup. When old boy and old girl was up in there on the mattress on the floor. I'm like, y'all ain't getting no. Damn, y'all could have got the cones to uplift the mattress. Like, what's going on? I'm telling you. She boom, y'all saying she crazy. Monique is 54 years old. You know what? And Norris, she too grown. She too grown. Glad to see you back on YouTube. Oh, I'm glad to see you here. Minnie McKnight, Ty Boogie said, "It's daddy, y'all. I'm off for having your man or woman stand beside you, but it seems off-putting to me. She acts like a meek child in his presence. Don't it give you a Will and Jada T?" Leave that alone. Xavier Kendrick said, blowing her back out got her going crazy. Look, I'ma tell y'all, when you get them like that, I'm telling you, when you get them all out like that, they go crazy. I didn't learn that too. You can't give it to them when it's all good like that, and they get crazy. They get nutty boots. They be looking for you with a flashlight. You hell. They be calling you, blowing up your line, asking you what time are you coming over. All that ish. I know. I don't know what daddy got, but it must be good. It must be good. But it looks like she got father issues. She has daddy issues, so that's why she's looking to him to be her father. And see, that's some eternal demons you fighting. You need to get that, work through that, Monique. As told by Velvet, she already admitted that she had planned on going after DL, and this had nothing to do with, girl, she petty. That's all I'm gonna say. Tyra Phyllis says Monique needs some sage and cinnamon to remove some of them demons and all. You know what? Y'all need to send her that. Send her some sage. When I heard Monique and Sydney talking about the issue, it sounded so lame and fake. I had to turn it off. I love Monique, but she is her own worst enemy. I really hope she gets better. Will y'all keep her on the sick and shut in list down at the church? Because y'all gonna have to keep her on the altar. Because I have a feeling this is always gonna be an issue with her. I don't care who she works with. It's always gonna be an issue. Ty Boogie says yes. It will have you losing your darn mind. LOL. It will. You can't. Yeah, that good stuff will have you out here messed up. That's why I don't mess with them cougars no more. I got rid of them cougars. I can't do it. Y'all clamp down on somebody and your whole life toe up. For you know it, you want to put a ring on it like Kenneth and Shorty Mac. Shoot, then you trying to get the ninja out your house. I ain't got time. Nora says I was a special guest on Storm and Rose channel yesterday. Oh, congrats. That's what's up. Shout out to Storm and Rose. Phoenix J Aviation says it was the response from DL, that ain't your daddy, that's your son. Well, he is her son. She paying for him, so shit. If you paying for the D, you paying for the D. Just like if you paying for the P, you paying for the P. You know, ain't nothing wrong. And it ain't nothing. You know, ain't no simping if you pimping. You know, if that's what you want to do and you paying for it, you go ahead and pay for it. Personally, again, my wife or would not be my manager, period. Because that man ain't got no training or formal training. He ain't no businessman. He ain't nothing. That's just your husband. I don't know what the hell going on with that. You're very, very welcome, Norris. Stay Tuned Review says, I think Monique is doing all this to promote her future and stand-up shows. Oh, okay. I mean, I guess. I mean, if that's what you call that ain't make me want to go see your shit. So I'm just tell you that. But for Godspeed for those that do. Minnie McKnight said, I hope you're on YouTube to stay. I missed you. I am. I told y'all I've been doing the videos here and there, like on Saturdays. I give y'all at least something with me at least once a week. I'm trying to get better about that, but again, life be lifing, and sometimes I don't want to be chained to this every day. Been there, done that. I ain't trying to do this every day, all the time. I like to do it when I feel like doing it, if that makes sense. So y'all will see, just keep the notifications on and just just I'll be here. And follow me on my socials because I'm always around. Ty Boogie says she looks like she is being held hostage when she sits behind her like that. Y'all shady as hell in my live chat today. Latranye, I hope I said that right. Wall says, my son feels it's all publicity stunt. Monique and DL is in this together. I don't think DL would even want to be associated with no mess like this. I'm gonna be honest. This is not good for his brand, and it's not his type of brand of comedy, you know. So I don't even think he would even want to. This is Monique trying to stick it to the man, or I'll say the black man, the black woman, whoever the hell she want to stick it to, because I don't even know who she's trying to stick it to at this point. Phoenix, J Aviation, DL is correct. Monique is an occupational hazard. I've witnessed it over the years, and this Sydney being her manager isn't either. They're both single-handedly burning themselves to the ground. Well, hell, if they want to be scratching and surviving good times and still eating government cheese, let them go ahead and do what they do. Brandon Robinson says Monique is doing way too much. Y'all need to go on down there and tell her. Did y'all tell that lady she doing too much? Or y'all was in there just like eating y'all popcorn like, girl. Cause I don't think nobody telling her. Y'all need to tell that lady she doing too much. It ain't cute. Nora says, I'm happy to see you back on YouTube. Your voice is refreshing. Thank you. I'm happy to actually be back with y'all. I did miss y'all though. Brandon Robinson said, ever since Monique lost weight, she thinks she could talk shit. Now, y'all keep going back to the weight loss. I don't think the weight loss really got anything to do with it. I just feel like this is just Monique. I don't really think weight loss really had. I just think this is just Monique. I just think this is just how she acts. I think this is just really her. Phoenix J Aviation says, nah, Monique tried to throw her weight. What weight? She ain't got no weight. Right now, you better be happy somebody even want to book your ass right about now. And I don't think even right now you are in a section to be booked. I don't think people really want to deal with you like that. I'm going to be honest. I don't think anybody really wants to deal with you. I think people are just trying to give you a bone here and there because they want to welcome you back in, but they really ain't sure how to take you. But this right here has done a lot for you. She is completely overdoing it. Absolutely. Doing too much. Team too much. I should you in the chat. Have to log off to start work. Have a great day, everyone. You have a good day on your work on Saturday, Ty Boogie. Enjoy your Saturday too. Have a good day at work for sure. Nina Love says Monique has responded to the people talking about how they shouldn't have brought up his daughter. Why won't she shut up? Oh, Lord. She back on live again? Monique, I ain't even. You know what, Monique? I can't even with you no more. And you know what? The fact that you just keep getting on. $50. I know you want to give her a job, but somebody get a clip of this right here. Somebody send this to 50 and tell 50 I said 50. Call your girl. Tell her to get off the live. You might not be able to employ her. just goofy at this point. I don't even know what else to say, because I didn't try to approach this with love and respect, because I do still I love you, Monique. I really do. And it's not even my life isn't to tear you down. It's just to really say, like, this just wasn't it. And you could have took this in a whole different route. And if you had a grievance with DL Hugley, you could have handled this as a grown woman off to the side, and you could have called her. Called him and had that conversation. And unfortunately, this just got to a whole new level. I pray that you get some sense about yourself eventually and just move on. I just ain't got nothing else to give on this, y'all. I'm done. Monique, this is my dear Monique to you. I'm gonna just pray for you. I'm gonna keep you on the sick and shut in list down at the church. Because this is just crazy at this point. And you just need to grow up. Look, y'all, it's almost 12 o'clock. I got stuff to do. It's Saturday. I'll be out here in these streets. I'm into this one last comment, and Norris is correct. At this point, Monique is becoming the queen of destruction. And so while you burning down your palace, Monique, I'll be somewhere happy and enjoying life on Saturday. Y'all, there's a lot of tragedy going on in the world, and there's a lot of people losing their life. Tell everybody you love them at any given point in time in the day. Tell the people you love them and care for each other. Always stay easy, stay breezy. I'll see y'all back on the internet. I don't know. I'm thinking I want to do a live after Love and Marriage Huntsville tonight. Sometime I might just creep on up in the middle of the night if I feel it in my spirit. If not, I'll see y'all I'll try to do one on Sunday. And if y'all want Monique to see this, send this shit to her in her inbox. Because I really do love her, but I just want her to get it right for her. So y'all have a great Saturday. Stay easy, stay breezy, stay blessed, and don't nothing happen to nobody, please. Because we can't take nobody else going away from here too soon. Love y'all for real.